she's measuring the prophet according to his ability. What he can do, not what he has done. If there were many lepers in Israel that never got their healing from the prophet, still the revelation that she had, she said, my prophet, I will not measure him according to what he has not done. I will measure him according to what he can do if he finds the right people. So what is wrong in Israel now? It is not the prophet, but the lepers. If my prophet in Israel can find the right mentees, if my prophet, if Elisha can get the right lepers in Israel. So I've never seen him healing any, but I don't measure him according to what he has not done. No. I will measure him according to what he can do if he is to find the right person. Look at this. Look at this. Once you are a pilot, you are referred to as a pilot. Even when you are sitting here now, this is not an aircraft. You are in the church. Sitting there, there is no cockpit in front of you. You are not flying. You are on the ground. And still we refer to you as a pilot. You are not a pilot because you are flying now, but you are a pilot because of the ability. You can do it. So she's referring, listen now. I've never seen him healing any leper, but he is still a pilot. He can fly this thing. Is he flying now? He's not flying. Giving your mentor a name, a title, because of something that he is capable of doing on you before he even does it. And when these guys heard about this prophet in Israel, the king went ahead and he wrote a letter to another king. Say, I've sent this guy to you and so on. From king to king. You see, this is another dimension. This is beyond you. This is beyond politics. It's a spiritual matter. So Naaman went to the wrong place, but the place was promising. There was money, there was gold, there were chariots, horses, all the ammunition you can talk of, but there was no healing. So he went to the wrong place and got married to the wrong little sister. She didn't have what it takes. The king of Israel didn't have what it takes. And he even exposed himself by opening up his chest to prove that what can I do? Am I a God? Am I a God? When Elisha heard about it, he said, please send him to me. I have what it takes. Send him to me. And a messenger was sent to the king. It wasn't even Elisha who went to the king. There was a messenger and said, okay, send him to me. And when Naaman then went to the right person, the right person had his own way of doing it, which was not favorable to the mentee. Now, I don't know if I can finish this today. The mentee was not comfortable with the formula. Elisha was inside his house. He never came out. From outside, you see, the house is here, and Naaman was some few meters outside, and there was need for another messenger again from the house. 10 meters apart, Elisha said, okay, I'm going to, there was a messenger from the house who then went to Naaman and said, the prophet said, go and wash yourself in the river Jordan. And he was so angry with the prophet. He was so angry. That's how you know now. Because if you start being mentored and you have your own preconceived ideas on how a mentor should mentor you, that's where you start having problems now. All that you have to know is that you are a leper. That's your duty. That's your job. You cannot cleanse yourself. You cannot deliver yourself. You cannot raise yourself from where you are right now. And he was so angry and he said, how can he do that to me? There are so many rivers in Damascus. Why Jordan? And he said, I thought the prophet was going to come out and stretch his hands towards the place. Who told you that? Have you ever prayed for anyone? Have you ever cleansed any leper? How come you know how to go about it? Where have you ever seen it happening, a leper being cleansed? Who taught you that? That's where you start having clashes now with your mentor. When you start bringing your own methods, you want him to treat you a certain way. He should have. And then he went his way complaining. When he said, I will not do it, the Bible says, and one of the servants said to him, my father. This was a servant. You're right. He is being referred to as a servant. But when he's talking to Naaman, he calls him my father. Which means no matter the treatment, once you have found a mentor, even if he treats you like a servant, you treat him like your mentor, like your father. My father, if the prophet had asked you to do anything difficult, were you not going to do it? How about dipping yourself 7 times? You will not spend even a day. Try it. Let's see. This man is a great man, but he's a leper. Still at that level, he has good sons that are learning from him. And when a miracle happened, not even one of those servants decided to go back to Elisha. Their master was a leper. He knew nothing about healing. They had never seen a miracle. Everything that Naaman would do was physical. They were there to learn the physical things from a physical guy who is physically sick. And they witnessed a miracle performed by Elisha. And they never switched from Naaman to Elisha. They went back with their master or their father. After witnessing such kind of a miracle, but they said, we'll still maintain the same father.
Come on.
So if you are going to find a father, if you are going to find a mentor basing on the performance, basing on the miracles that he is doing, listen, you have lost it. Because some of the miracles that you see happening might be happening only to other people. It might never happen to you. And what are you going to do about it? If the basis of your relationship is a miracle, I like my father because he works miracles. There will come a time when you get sick and you are in need of a miracle and I can't perform it. If our relationship was based on a miracle. Now, let me give you a very good example. Do you know that Jesus chose his disciples before his first miracle? So that they would follow him, not because of miracles. You're not listening. You're not listening to me.